All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to talk about something kind of counterintuitive. What if the real secret to changing your life isn't about making massive, dramatic decisions? What if it's found in the most boring, simple, everyday actions you take? Yeah, this quote right here, this is the heart of what we're digging into. We're always told to dream big, right? To go big or go home, find that huge burst of inspiration. But what if the real path to transformation is actually hidden in the small, quiet, and, let's be honest, kind of boring things we could be doing every single day? Okay, so why do our big, exciting plans so often just fizzle out? Well, it usually comes down to one thing. We get caught in what I call the motivation trap. We think we need this giant wave of inspiration to get started and, more importantly, to keep us going. I mean, come on, we've all been there, right? You decide on January 1st that you're going to hit the gym for 2 hours a day every single day. And you are on fire for a week, maybe two, and then boom, life happens. That motivation just evaporates and you're right back where you started, probably feeling like you failed. Sound familiar? And this contrast is absolutely everything. Think of motivation like a firework. It's super bright, it's intense, it's exciting, and then it's gone. It's an emotion, and you just can't build long-term progress on an emotion. Discipline, on the other hand, that's like the sun. It's not always fiery hot, but you know what? It shows up every single day. It's calm, it's consistent, it's reliable. We spend so much time chasing the firework when we should be building our lives around the sun. And that's the trap. When you bet everything on that fleeting feeling of motivation to achieve something that's going to take months or even years, you're just signing up for this painful cycle of getting all hyped up, stopping, and then feeling totally discouraged. We need a completely different system. So if that's the trap, what's the escape route? Well, it's actually beautifully simple. It's about embracing the power of quiet consistency, and we're going to do that through what we'll call boring habits. So what in the world is a boring habit? It's an action that is so small, so simple, that it almost feels silly. The key thing is, it requires almost zero motivation to actually do it. And that's its superpower. Because it's so easy, you can do it every day, no matter how you feel. And that, my friends, is how you build real momentum. This is a huge mindset shift. You don't build a sturdy house in one single explosive day. No way. You lay one brick, then another, then another. Each individual brick is pretty insignificant, right? It's boring. But over time, all those boring bricks create a solid, lasting structure. Your life is that structure. Okay, so what do these foundational bricks actually look like in real life? Let's stop talking theory and get practical with 10 quietly transformative habits you could literally start today. Just look at these. Make your bed, drink a glass of water first thing in the morning, go for a 5-minute walk, read just one single page of a book, write one sentence in a journal. Any one of these is almost laughably simple, isn't it? You can't really say, oh, I don't have time, or I'm not motivated enough to read one single page. And this is the deep psychology that's really at work here. The point of these tiny habits isn't the immediate result. Making your bed doesn't instantly fix your life. The point is to make a promise to yourself and keep it. It's about rebuilding trust with yourself and proving on a daily basis that you are the kind of person who follows through. And the next 5 follow the exact same principle. Tidy one small area for 5 minutes. That's a habit of order. Lay out your clothes for tomorrow. That's a habit of preparation. Floss one tooth. Yep, you heard me, just one. That's the start of a habit of health. Do a single push-up, a habit of strength. Meditate for just 60 seconds, a habit of mindfulness. The barrier to entry is practically zero, but the long-term effect is absolutely enormous. All of these habits, they're built on one single fundamental principle. It's a complete shift in mindset from how we're usually taught to go after our goals. I mean, this chart just says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got that huge burst of motivation, the person who spends 3 hours at the gym on day 1 and then never goes back. On the right, you have the boring habit, the person who does one push-up on day 1. Now, just look at the total output over 30 days. It's not even close. Small, consistent effort wins every single time. Think of it like a bank account, but for your personal growth. That intense one-time effort is like trying to deposit $1 million you don't actually have. It's going to bounce. But the boring habit? That's you depositing $1 every single day. It doesn't feel like much at the time, but with the power of compounding, that small, consistent deposit grows into an absolute fortune. So really, the lesson here is as old as the story of the tortoise and the hare. Real growth starts small, like a seed. It moves slowly and steadily, like the tortoise, not in these flashy, unsustainable bursts like the hare. It's all about building a solid foundation, brick by boring brick. So stop waiting for motivation to strike. Start building discipline. And start with a habit that is so easy, it's almost impossible not to do.
And that leaves us with one final thought. Forget the massive overhaul. Forget waiting for the perfect moment or some lightning bolt of inspiration. Looking at this list, or maybe thinking of your own, what is the one simple, boring brick that you can lay starting today?